So diehards just getting set. We got the halftime the Crunchtime show. They just hit halftime just now. A lot of good stories tonight, man. You know we're gonna have a couple guests later on in the show. We're looking forward to see a couple guys here. So we'll see who pops in when the time comes, man. But halftime the Crunchtime. This is the overlay here that's going on here. We got Obi Toppin from the last game. He had 31 points. This game it don't look like he's gonna get 31 points, man. So we'll see what happens with that. We're gonna get into some stats and stuff really quick. Because I told you, this whole time I've been watching, I didn't realize that they only play 40 minutes. It's only 40-minute games. So I'm looking for 48. So I'm like, damn, that much time passed. So it took me 5 games to realize that. So it's like crazy. But let's get this popping right here. I'll just pull the box score up, courtesy of NBA.com. Which I wish I would have used that all last year because it seems like their system is a lot more smoother than the one I was using before. I was using Yahoo, but NBA.com kind of cleaned up their stuff this year. So anyway, let's make sure you guys can see me here. So these are the stats from Cleveland. Should we do the full game stats? Let's do full game stats, game charts and stuff like that. Check out the box score. Same type of thing. Well, right now, a team like Cleveland, they're not really a 3-and-D team. The last team that we played was a 3-and-D team. Most of the shots that you can see that the Cleveland Cavaliers are making, which is on the left hand side of your screen, is they're shooting all over the court. Really, not really a lot of threes, a lot of in between shots and stuff. A couple shots at the rim, shots at the corner. Those were like fadeaway jump shots. Shots right in front of the basket. That fits right into the way that the Knicks want to play defense. On our side of the ball, surprisingly, is a lot more 3-and-D this game because we have the absence of Quickly, and I think Quickly causes a lot of disruption um, in the paint and in between. So it causes more shots to be open for our guys. As the game goes on, just an interesting dynamic. The biggest lead for the Knicks was 10. The biggest lead for Cleveland was 2. I think that was early on. Longest run was 9. Lead changes about 8 lead changes. Game was tied once. All right. These are the shot charts, the leading players. Cleveland Cavaliers. Lamar Stevens is the telltale of the game here today. 15 points. Quentin Grimes on the Knicks, 18 points. Big time game for him right now. Rebounders. Lamar Stevens also has 7 rebounds. Quentin Grimes also has 3 rebounds. And rounding out the game here is Trey Davis with 3 assists, and also Jalen Hands, two no-name guys that we probably won't even hear about ever again. That's the beauty of Summer League, man. The points, like I said, we're up by 10 at the moment. Rebound is about even. Assists are about even. We're leading them by 3 assists. Steals, they got 3 more steals. We got 2 more blocks. We got 2 more turnovers. So it's a decent game to watch. Not a lot of turnovers. A lot of good defense, I would say. The field goal percentage, has been good too. Cleveland's been shooting pretty good. Knicks have been shooting a little bit better, 57%. And 3-point range is also the tail of the game. We're shooting 63 to 41. And they're also shooting 50% from the free throw line. We're shooting 88. So that's the tail that right there. That tells you the whole game. So we could just hang up, I guess, right? Stop talking about it, I guess. But let's talk about some like certain players. I already mentioned Stevens. This guy Stevens, Lamar Stevens, this is his second year, I believe. He's only 6'6". He's 6'6", but he's 230, so he's a big dude. So this is this new NBA. Everyone likes to make fun of like back in the days, like we're talking about the 60s and the 50s, how guys used to be 6'6" and they were the center, and the 6'6" they were power forwards and things of that nature. Well, it's starting to get back to it because everybody wants to shoot the 3. So what's the point of having tall guys in the center if we're not going to utilize their skills as big men? We want them to shoot 3s. We want the centers to shoot 3s. So why do they need to be tall? Why do they need to be 7-footers? Excuse me here. I'm about to hit the button there. Got my drink here. I forgot to pour it. But yeah, man, it's a new game. The modern basketball, so modern that like it's just history repeating itself. So anyway, Lamar Stevens is bussing Obi Toppin's ass. Okay, so I mean, it's not cool to say things like that. You know what I'm saying? But the numbers say Lamar Stevens has 15 points. 7 rebounds for the majority of this game. Obi Toppin has been guarding Lamar Stevens. Lamar Stevens had a couple take moves where he just blew past Obi Toppin maybe like 2 or 3 times right to the basket and banged it. Not really talking too much to him. They had a friendly exchange at the free throw line. I did notice, but they're not talking or going hard at each other, but they are going at each other, man. Let me see what's going on in the chat here, making sure you guys can hear me. That would be crazy if I'm here talking about myself and you guys can't freaking hear what the hell I'm saying. But it is what it is. Lamar Stevens is playing his game against Obi. What does Obi have right now? Obi has 6 points and 3 rebounds. Nothing else really about an assist. Shooting 3 for 8 from the field. So no free throws, which is surprising as well. No 3-point shots either. So I don't know if that's Lamar Stevens playing defense on Obi Toppin, making sure he's not open. So I'm gonna say so far, Lamar Stevens might be like the best power forward prospect that Obi has faced so far. Especially the last game against Detroit. They did have other guys like can't think of the kid's name, but they had a couple guys that they had from last year that they was playing defense against Obi. But that second half, they had those they tried to put big men on him. Obi was playing center a lot last game, so they just couldn't find him. So if you can't find Obi, he's gonna score. They're gonna somebody's gonna find him open because he's so small you can barely see him. You're thinking you're looking for a bigger player, just a stockier player like Lamar Stevens. He's short, but he's 230. You know what I'm saying? So he's there. You can feel his presence. Obi Toppin doesn't give you that feel that somebody's there because he's not a physical player. Shout out to Obi though. One of his shots, he did make a nice post up move. What I want to say about his post up moves is that it's not power, which I love. It's not power because that was his problem last year. He's trying to power guys that are just standing there. There's point guards that can guard Obi Toppin straight up in the post. You know what I'm saying? But in order for Obi Toppin to be good and effective in the post, is not him to be power. It's for him to be finesse. So he made one little quick dribble where he advanced a little bit, turned around, advanced a little bit, and just put up the shot. There's no need to make body contact with the person because you're quicker and you're more athletic than the person that's guarding you. So there's no reason to initiate heavy contact because you can make that long turnaround jump shot, that drop step jump shot from like 15 feet out. So you can make that move. So there's no need to be physical. So a couple more guys here with Cleveland because like I said, these half times go quick because this is summer league, man. They play a lot of games throughout the day, so they just got to keep these things moving. A couple more guys that I want to mention on Blewett. I'm not sure if I got his name right. He played decent. He hit 3 threes. 3 for 5 from 3, so he had 9 points. Not really much else. What's another guy here? I did mention Hands. He had a couple assists. What's this kid? Hazer. Hazer's showing a lot of energy. He still only has 2 points. Matt Ryan is another guy. There's a bunch of guys that just, that you'd never ever hear again. You know what I'm saying? So this is one of those games that the Knicks should win. We're up by 10 for a reason. There's a certain thing called talent. Playing hard is one thing, but talent is a whole nother story, man. So let's get to the Knicks here before the game starts again. Selden, God bless you. Hopefully you already have a contract. You know what I'm saying? Because it doesn't look good for you. The game's about to start now. But, I talked about Obi Toppin a little bit. It was good to see Jericho Sims back in the game. He was able to give us a physical presence. Not really so much on the stat sheet. 3 rebounds, 3 points, 2 assists, 1 block. If he doubles those points, that's decent. You know what I'm saying? 6 points, 6 rebounds, and in the little bit of minutes that he's playing. The telltale for the Knicks is definitely the backcourt, man. McBride and Grimes. McBride, what makes McBride special is that he doesn't do anything. All the extra shit that Quickly does, McBride doesn't do that. McBride plays straight up pro basketball. Nothing loosey goosey, nothing crazy. As is that Stevens again? I think Stevens just might have scored on Jericho Sims there. Stevens is pretty good. And Stevens is hit guard in the point guard now. So that's a versatile player right there for you. So he's looking to make a roster. So that's somebody, Stevens, that's somebody that we could circle as somebody that might be available to us down the road there. He goes Obi Toppin with his man, the way that he posts up is disgusting, man. It just doesn't look good, man. He has to forget that power stuff and figure something else out. Chris Gatling for the older heads. If you don't know Chris Gatling, if you're younger watching, go check out YouTube and look at footage of Chris Gatlin. I feel like then Obi Toppin, if he can get that in his game, it'll be a lot. It'll be so much better. Obi Toppin just made a foul just now on a jump shooter. He's frustrated, but if you watch the play, as they showing Stevens again with the fadeaway over Jericho Sims, uh, it goes a replay of Obi Toppin doing the post up. Him pushing off like that is no good. The guy that's guarding him has no intention of giving him any resistance, so there's no need to push, man. Just play the game. But just now, Stevens just made a nice little move up top, and just easy, man. Like somebody like Julius Randle or somebody with more experience is just gonna eat Obi Toppin alive. This is a guy that's has 1 foot in and out the league, 6'6", and is making Obi Toppin look regular tonight. Taking advantage of his physicality, excuse me, and just like his just inability to stop anybody. You know what I'm saying? Somebody on Sim Show last night was saying that Obi Toppin could play center. There's no way in hell that Obi Toppin could play center. Some guys on Twitter are talking about that that Obi needs to play 25 minutes a game. But he's gonna have to defend somebody. Oh, I see Aiden here, man. Sorry about that. Let me see if I can get Mr. Aiden up in here. Let me take the stats down. Bring Mr. Aiden in. Hey, Mr. Aiden.
Hello. Is everything good? Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you pretty good, man.
Awesome.
Were you there for a long time or what?
No. Totally fine.
Okay.
I might be a little bit ahead of you game-wise, but no worries.
What's your timestamp?
About 7:55, 7 minutes 55 seconds.
Yeah, we're about 15 minutes apart. So right now,
wow.
not 15 minutes, 15 seconds.
I was gonna say, I was like, you're in a whole nother quarter than me. My God.
Yeah, I'm in a different reality than you.
I know, man. Speaking of variants from a while back, but how are you? How are things?
Everything is good, man. I'm just trying to give the guys a little insight on the game and what I see. Did you get a chance to hear anything I've been saying?
I've been kind of popping in here and there. Yeah, I mean, so far everything's kind of sounding good. I really think the Obi at the 5 takes are very interesting. I would be interested in experimenting with it, but I mean, you never know, because you never know. He could blossom as a center. God knows, who the heck knows, but
Yeah.
we shall see.
Yeah, blossoming is one thing, man, but it takes a season or so for those blossoms to mature into what they're supposed to be.
Exactly. It's like how's Tim Tebow gonna be a tight end when he's played quarterback his whole career, right?
Right.
It's like how the heck is that gonna happen? But I love McBride at starting point guard.
Yeah, talk about that. I talked about that a little bit. What do you think about McBride?
I texted you in State and Apollo. I said my jaw is dropped. I mean, McBride is out here McFeasting. I mean, it's really, really, really nice to see. I mean, he's getting guys involved. I mean, he's getting Obi a lot more touches. And it reminds me of when Derrick Rose first came onto the squad this past year, and just got Obi a lot more touches and confidence. And I love how Grimes is playing tonight. I think statistically, I think it could be his best summer league game all year.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the guy finished with 18 points in the first half. I think that's what I said.
Exactly, and I think Jericho Sims is such a difference maker for this squad. I absolutely love what he brings. I love his hustle, his athleticism. He's definitely going to give Mitchell Robinson a very good run for his money, because the guy can shoot. I mean, Mitchell Robinson has been doing threes at pickup games in the summers, but Jericho Sims is applying them to in-game situations from what I'm seeing.
Yo, what do you think about Mr. Parrish here? I'm just trying to get myself just updated.
My Obi takes are ears.
Well, he's talking about me, definitely. But see,
Okay.
my thing is why is my takes strange about Obi Toppin? If Obi Toppin is really not playing well, and then right now he's 4'12". He's being guarded by a real power forward. He only has 3 rebounds. He has 8 points now. He finished the first half with only six. The guy that's guarding him, like I said, he had now he has 19 points. Lamar Stevens, the guy that's guarding Obi Toppin, has 19 points and 7 rebounds. And also 2 blocks. You know what I'm saying? So my takes are not weird or whatever you want to say, because it's the truth. Lamar Stevens is bussing Obi Toppin's butt right now. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I do think Obi is still playing very, very well though, compared to this past regular season.
Yeah, but here's the energy. Last game he scored 31 points, right? So I got
Mhm.
attacked. A couple guys hit me in DMs. A couple people added me on Twitter and stuff like that. They say, "Yo, look at your boy. He got 31 points. What'd you think about him now?" I said, "Well, I like Obi Toppin. You know what I'm saying? But just the way that people are talking about him, like they want him to play center. How you gonna play center? What is Obi Toppin gonna do guarding Mitchell Robinson down low? You know what I'm saying? I just don't get it. Anybody else with size, what is Obi Toppin gonna do with them down low? Obi Toppin, does have like a persona, that or like a style of play that could be available to do things at that position or whatever. But reality sets in once the rest of the team, and we're not playing video games. You know what I'm saying? So Lamar Stevens is 6 foot 230 and destroying Obi.
Yeah,
It is what it is. So what happens with somebody in the NBA that's not somebody with 1 foot out the league, somebody that's established, has a contract, rotational NBA player? What is Obi going to do against that type of player?
right. It's. I mean, size wise, it definitely is not a fair matchup at all, really. But I don't know it could be interesting. Like, I mean, look, we've seen guys like PJ Tucker play center, right? So I mean, you never know. Something could happen down the road for sure. Um,
Yeah, but
but I don't
PG
know.
Tucker is tough though. He's a tough guy, PG
Yeah,
Tucker.
I still don't get the move to Miami he just did, because you just win a championship. I say go win another, but I
Yeah, it is weird, right? Why would he jump ship and go to Miami?
yeah, and he just had this whole thing at the parade talking about how they're dogs, and it was like, I don't know, it was weird.
But if you check out what Miami's doing, I kind of wanted to do something on that.
Yeah,
Miami's putting together like a team full of old school. It looks old school. They got this guy from Toronto that came over to play point guard. They
yep,
still got Jimmy Butler there. And then now you add Tucker, and they already have the other their own big man on the team. So they have a lot of physical players there, man. So next year they're going to be looking to basically duplicate and probably like do better than what we did last year.
yeah,
Because you definitely could see it. And if you, and also too, the team that you want to beat is excuse me, the Bucks and Atlanta basically. Those are the two hottest teams in the thing. So they bulked up to go against Giannis, but then they still have the savvy guard play to still go at Mr. Trey Young down there. So I see what Atlanta's doing or what they're trying to do.
yeah. No, for sure. Sorry, Quentin Grimes like airballed a wide open three just as you were saying that. Oh wow. Oh, okay. Uh, I think that's Amir Sims 28. I think.
I mean, no, number 28. I believe that's
Oh, Walker,
MJ
Walker,
Walker.
Walker.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, he just got a steal, and then Obi got fouled. But um,
yeah, I dispute
yeah,
that.
yeah, man. It's really interesting how I feel like stat wise, Obi's taking such a leap in summer league. I mean, obviously the level of competition isn't like insane, but it just it's very promising. I think but I guess you were talking about Atlanta a little while back. I think it's gonna be really interesting to see how Sharif Cooper plays against this young squad. That's gonna be scary. Trey Young, Sharif Cooper, like as if I didn't see them live enough destroy these Knicks. I could only imagine what Sharif Cooper's going to do to us because he's already playing great. He already got a game winner. So
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Maybe that's why this guy quickly's not playing tonight because he needs to get a night off
there you
to
go.
get ready for a
Exactly.
couple nights off to get ready for Sharif Cooper and got to watch some tape.
Exactly. And the guy that I wanted the Knicks to get so badly, Cam Thomas to the Nets. Oh my God.
Yeah, you did mention that. I remember you was talking about Cam Thomas.
Oh, he was right there too. I was so excited when I forget it was like 19 or 21 or whatever the heck. He was right there. Same with Jalen Johnson. I know State is really mad about that. But you know, you look at what Cam Thomas is doing. He's lighting it up. Um,
Yeah,
but
he looks like he has like a like he scored like that in college, but just looking at him now playing against guys that are supposedly like better, the level is up, and now you playing a pro game. He looks disgusting. He looks like that he might be actually somebody. And then they're on a team with a whole bunch of scores anyway. So now you're gonna have Cam Thomas possibly coming off the bench, adding to that headache. So just the rich getting richer, I
exactly.
guess, right?
Yeah, yeah. It's like um how can Miami give Lowry a 3-year deal, but then re-sign Jimmy Butler, Duncan Robinson, all these guys. McBride is just like he's taken names. He just completely stripped it from this big man on Cleveland. I'm sure you'll see it in a couple minutes, but I loved the Pistons game last night. I just rewatched your halftime to Crunchtime thing. Um, I think that game kind of said everything about this team. Like it's just nonstop hustle, which is great. I mean, I was watching earlier that night, well, yesterday, I guess I could say, um, and they were just getting blown out, and I could not believe they came back like that. Just
Hey, you saw
absolutely
me. You
crazy.
saw me yapping at the end. I'm like all talking to myself, and next thing you
Oh
know,
yeah,
one of the guys in the comments like, "Yo, man, they coming back." I'm like, "Oh shit!" I'm like looking like, "Wow," you know.
exactly. I think I made a joke on one of your Twitter posts. I know you were talking a lot of junk on Quentin Grimes, so I had to go way back when and pull up Marty Collins uh, and guys like that for your Quentin Grimes comparison. But I'm happy that he's proven to look solid throughout this summer league, which is nice.
Yeah, well, somebody asked me about Quentin Grimes. See, that's the thing. I don't make takes out of like imagination, or I don't say stuff just for the sake of making like a bold take or whatever. Quentin Grimes, that first game, he did not play good. He looked like hot garbage. The second game, he didn't really look that good either. Now, fast forward to now we're in the fifth game now. So I think it was the third game is when I gave him his props. I said, listen, this guy is a good player because now you get to watch him play the floor game, and you realize that this guy is just smart. He plays really good defense. He runs the floor hard every single time down. You know what I'm saying? He's strong. Right now, I'm watching him now bring the ball up. He looks up and he sees Obi Toppin in position. Obi Toppin blows the layup when he should have just turned around and banged it on the guy. But let's not talk badly about Obi Toppin though. You know what I'm saying? But
No.
Quentin Grimes, he's just a good basketball player. He's one of those guys that's not necessarily the best guy on the court, but if you have him on your team, you're probably going to stay on the court all day.
Oh
You know,
yeah,
he's one of those guys.
absolutely. Um, I knew from the tip we were winning this game. Let's move on to Atlanta. We're up by 13, minute left in the third. Uh, you know, I'm very excited. Could you imagine if like quickly or somebody stares down Trey Young in the crowd Monday night? Oh my God, that would just set the world aflame, man.
Yo, your boy Papa Left is out there.
Oh my God,
You know
dude,
what I'm saying?
Papa
Papa Left
Left
is
is the
out there,
man.
and he can't keep his mouth shut. So
No, I was praising Papa Left on Twitter last night like crazy. I mean, I had him on my show, obviously, and I'm sure you could reach out to him. He's always on Twitter and stuff. But I mean, this guy is making Vegas sound like the Garden during the playoffs. I'm in shock. Like Obi got I think it was the play where Sims got the block and McBride had the alley oop, and it's swear to God, it sounded like MSG during that Hawk series.
Yeah,
Just crazy, and I
that's
love I love how he's being so real to all these other fans. It's just great to see. Greg Armstrong, CK is there as well. All these guys, man. It's just it's great. I love it.
But it's the thing about it, like to be a fan of a team, like that's your team. If you if like look, I got the We Here shirt, orange
I
and blue
got I
everywhere.
got the Knicks shirt on.
Yeah, look at the Knicks shirt. You're out there. That's your team, and we're having fun. So you should be cheering for your team. If you see Knicks fans and you're a Cleveland Cavalier fan, you should be We should be roasting each other. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying, back and forth. But it's all in the competition of the game. No, nobody. We're not doing the Suns and four where we're grabbing guys and uppercutting
no,
them.
that was
You know,
crazy. Oh my
yeah, we're not
god.
trying to do that, but it's just like it's really camaraderie, between fans, just having a good time because you could talk all that junk, and then after the game, you come over and get the guy a pound, and maybe hey, what you guys doing after the game, and then that's how you make friends, I like that. A lot of people don't like the way Knicks fans carry themselves, but wherever the Knicks are playing or wherever you find a Knicks fan, you're gonna find a friend.
Yeah, exactly. That's just what the fan base is, really. I can share. Being at that playoff series. Everybody is talking to everybody. Whether you're walking through getting food, uh, at your little section at MSG, it's a. No pun intended, but it is a Knicks community. There
Yeah, yeah.
we go. But it's just crazy how you know, I mean, there are a lot of diehard Knicks fans at in
Wink,
Vegas.
wink.
There you go. I'm on fire tonight, Ebro. But yeah, man, I love the summer league team. It was a rough start, but they look great.
It
I
looks like
mean,
a lot of fun, man. I've
yeah,
been on vacation for like 3 weeks, and I had like a family thing in Florida, but I didn't really set it up because I picked this vacation like last year, so I
yeah.
wasn't even thinking about Vegas. So doing other things. The next thing you know, Vegas is coming. I'm like, oh man, are you kidding me? So I almost went. I
Oh,
almost went, and my wife was standing over me, looking like, "What you about to do? You about to click? You about to click send on that on that package there?" So I said, "Oh man, I can't go." So I should have planned it a lot better, so that I could have been out there. It seems like a lot of fun.
yeah. It's crazy. Like literally the summer league, like the NBA summer league account just keeps posting content of Papa Left like every night. I mean,
I
it's
love it.
it's crazy how so many people are taking notice now. It's great. I
Yeah,
mean,
and
yeah.
no, like we haven't won in like 20 years, right? We've
Hmm.
been a laughing stock. Even when we were winning, it was funny. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, everybody's always making fun of us, but now we're finally winning. And now we have something to cheer about. So and people are seeing what Knicks fans, what we could have been doing all these 20 years. Look at all the action, all the stuff, all the just the joy that other fans can see. We're gonna be showing fans how to party the next few years, man.
I hope so. I love the Kemba Walker pickup. How New York can it get? I'm just sitting eating my bacon, egg, and cheese. I see Kemba Walker to the Knicks. Just beautiful. Um, and he's from the Bronx. It's just that I could you imagine if it's like cardiac Kemba? Oh man, that would be out of this world. Because I know he's been struggling with injuries a lot very recently.
Yeah, he's getting older, man. He had like a weird like I think it was like I don't want to say the wrong thing, but he had like some weird like procedure done, that they do to help out with like arthritis and things of that nature. So he's like 30 or 31,
Yeah.
whatever it is, right? So it's about that age. John Starks was he had surgery back in the days, and then he played in the playoffs. He had no business playing. They was talking about that he should have been out at least like 4 months or whatever, and I think he might have been out like 4 weeks or something
Yeah.
like that, just to show up for the playoffs. So players are gonna do what they're gonna do to make it out there on the court. So I think Kobe say Kobe, let's say Kobe Bryant. Kemba Walker, he understands the pressure and what it means to put that uniform on and stuff. So I think he's gonna put his best effort out there to stay on the court as much as possible. And
Yeah, exactly. A great example was, I mean, Carmelo Anthony during the I think 2014 season, and he just had to play at the All-Star game that year in New
right.
York. I mean, I was at that game. And me and my dad were there. We were just like, what is he doing? It's like I don't even think he played that much. He just like wanted to get the, bragging rights of being at the New York All-Star game. And then he was out for like weeks or months with a knee procedure. So, it's just like, come on.
Yeah, that's the type of thing that Kyrie would do. Some of these other players. A few NBA players have done that just because they want to be participate because it helps out with their brand. So I mean, thank God the Knicks have done their best to stay away from those type of players. But as you get better, and right now we have like a roster that can easily be moved. We can move players and stuff like that. So once we get close to that time where we can make that move, we're gonna bring another one of those guys into the fold. So it's just something to think about as time goes on. Because everybody wants a star. It is a stars league. You need stars to win. But
Yeah.
certain stars, man, can make your life a living hell, man. A lot of things you gotta deal with when they come onto the roster.
Oh yeah, I don't know where you are in the game, but hopefully you're at the end of the third quarter because the Knicks went on an 11-0 run. So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, I
they're
noticed that. Mister, I know this guy here. There's this hounding me about Obi Toppin. I think Obi Toppin must have like close to 20 points now. He got 18
yeah.
points now.
Yeah, he's I'm at the start of the fourth and we're up by like I think like 16 or something like that. I mean now
Yeah,
14 or whatever the heck cuz Cleveland just scored, but I thought Evan Mobley would be more of a threat, honestly. I really
is he
did.
playing Evan Mobley?
Or I don't even know, maybe he's not even playing. I have no idea.
No, I don't think he's playing tonight. They gave him the night off.
Never mind. He was scared. He was scared to face Deuce McBride's starting point guard. Um,
Yo, man, afraid to face Jericho Sims and Obi probably.
oh yeah, dude, Jericho Sims at MSG is going to be insane. I mean, technically, he is what we want Mitchell Robinson to be in a sense. He can shoot. He's got the length. Um, and I mean, he's just tough, and there's so much hustle. It's just it's so exciting to just see the uh, the promise of these young guys for sure. Um,
Yeah, collectively, adding Taj Gibson to that and Noah,
yeah,
excuse me, Noel, along with Mitch and Jericho Sims. Somewhere in there, we have a really good NBA center, like a all-star center,
oh yeah,
collectively. You know what I'm saying? So, I think they're all gonna be called on at some point of the year. 82 games is crazy. That's a lot of games to play. So to stay
oh yeah,
healthy the entire time, guys are gonna get nights off and things of that nature. So I think all those guys are gonna be called on at some point in this year. I think they're all gonna succeed.
oh exactly. I love it. Quickly and Vildoza are at the bench, going nuts. That's
Yeah,
what I like to see.
yeah.
Uh, it's
I'm
so
surprised
interesting.
Vildosa's there, right?
Yeah, I thought he has a sore like right foot or something,
Yeah,
but it's really interesting. He hasn't really shown as much as I would have liked to see from him now. I mean, there's so much buzz about him. Prigioni was hyping him up, uh, and all these guys, but he did not look good that first game. But I mean, yeah, Obi Toppin is 21 right now, so
yeah.
I
Obi
I
Toppin
could
just
see
made a
him.
nice move just now.
Yeah, I could see him getting another 30-point game for sure.
Yeah, it didn't look that way in the first half though. He only has 6 points, so
Yeah.
he's been getting loose the second half, big time.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
So
Um,
what's that like 20? I think he might have scored like what is he at, like two? He got 20 something now. He got 21. So he started off with six. So it was six minus 21. He had like 15 points already in this second half.
yeah, something like that. I think State should be coming soon. I think.
Yes, they said he would be here like about 9:15 or so. He'll be here.
Yeah, I think he's. Oh my God, They're showing the Knicks roster by position, and they still have Alfred Payton and Frank on there. Come on, you gotta update it at least, you know?
That's just lazy. Yeah, I'm looking at it now.
Yeah,
That's just lazy
exactly.
because they're not signed to the roster. Alfred Payton is actually signed to Phoenix. You know,
Yeah,
and
literally,
also
he just signed a 1 year deal with the Phoenix. You know, like come
yeah,
on,
that's like interns or something. They got interns working.
something's. I mean, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. Don't you look at Shams, Woj? You know, you'd think, right?
Yeah.
I
Then also
really,
too, they got too many players on the page. It's like, come on, man, you don't know how to add either. Like, God, damn,
yeah,
you know?
exactly. And I'd be very interested to see where Frank ends up for sure.
Yeah, probably. I want to say Utah. I think Utah because he has a relationship with this guy Donovan Mitchell. They're supposed to be like good friends. Oh, I
Oh
see
yeah,
somebody. I see somebody in the green room. We got the
Kang the Conqueror himself,
yeah. Got to give him his proper due. Yeah.
rolling out the red carpet for State over here.
Yeah. Let's get State in there. I'm quite sure State heard the little nonsense he's ready to get
I
me.
like your boy.
Hey.
Yo,
What's good,
I'm
State?
loving what I'm seeing right now from my young core, man.
Oh yeah. How can you not, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, talk about quickly, right? Quickly started the game. Just it's a whole different game when it with McBride starting point guard, right?
Yes. Yo, I'm good with quickly as the point guard. I'm sorry. I'm seeing hockey assists, hockey passes, cross court passes. I don't know why people be getting at me as far as like the quickly thing. I understand it, like you want to protect quickly, but like, dude is not a point guard, bro. It's quite nah. I'm good. McBride is more of a point guard than quickly.
Yeah. I just think he's a combo guard, really. I think he can just do both. Shooting guard, point guard kind of thing.
Agreed.
Like he's not a designated point guard, even though he's trying to really push that thing. But you know, I see him as a combo guard. Simple as that, I think.
Your State got up so fast, man.
I know. I was gonna
He's
say.
using one of those Kang buttons there. He's like, in the future, he went into the future.
Damn. Now, but I'm watching the game though, and I ain't gonna lie, I love what we got as far as the young core is concerned.
Yes.
But it goes back to Thibodeau, and let me turn this down so we won't get copyrighted. But it goes back to Thibodeau, and we all know Grimes and McBride will never play any minutes this season, so we better enjoy them while we can.
No, I think guys are gonna definitely get a shot, man. Because we're talking about Rose and Kemba. They're probably gonna be out some. So I think McBride, he might get a chance to play. Not permanently, but I think he's gonna get his moment. I think.
Yeah, I think Sims for sure could get some. He's going to give Mitchell Robinson a very, very, very big run for his money for sure.
But see, like I love what both of y'all are saying, but it's like I can't hope on injury for a guy to play. And y'all not hoping them for injuries. Y'all not wishing nobody could get hurt. That's not what I'm saying. But I can't. I don't feel comfortable being dependent on that for them to get minutes.
Well, I do think that Sims I just think he can outwork Mitchell Robinson. I think, at least from what he's shown in summer league for sure, just to get some minutes there. You know.
What do you? Wow, that's a good dunk. What are you seeing from Sims that you, besides the offense?
Yeah.
What are you seeing from Sims that tells you, yeah, maybe in the future we could really replace Mitchell Robinson with Sims?
Yeah, for me, it's just a hustle thing, really. I mean, it's like it's just I mean aside from the offense, I mean uh he's got the length. Like it's just you feel like a presence there. When somebody's driving in on Jericho Sims, that I feel like is just different from Mitchell Robinson at the moment.
So, like I feel you. I will have to disagree with you as far as like the Mitchell Robinson hustle thing. I've seen Mitchell Robinson make hustle plays. I think I think an angle that you could go at as far as like Mitchell Robinson. Oh,
You saw the Grimes play, right?
oh,
Grimes almost took his head off just now.
Yeah. I'm telling you,
He didn't make it, though.
he's waking up. He's waking up. I'm telling you.
yo.
Well, I mean, you can't give him the lane. You can't give Grimes the lane. He's a pro. He's playing like he's been here before.
Wow, Obi with the stuff. Everybody's waking up now. I love it.
You want to know what's funny? Everybody waking up quickly off the court. Wow.
But it's a different game, man. You know, Quickly had 30, 32, whatever the other night, and the Knicks won. So the Knicks could win with that style of play. You know what I'm saying? We can't just like completely disregard them.
No, not at all.
No. Don't get me wrong. Like I love Quickly. I'm used to the point guards who love to pass. That's just only my thing. Like he just does not love to pass like that. That's
another thing. He averaged like eight assists for the Summer League so far.
Oh wow! Obi just took this guy's head off almost.
Oh my god!
But I love what I'm seeing from my young core though, man. I will admit though, like you could tell this is a Tibbs team. Like even the game before this game, I think we was down like 15 and we was still fighting. So I really appreciate the Knicks Summer League for that.
Well, you know, we were saying before, like just you know, we can see how good these guys are. So like when we say like you know, they're gonna get their shot at some point in the year, it's just 82 games. Things happen, you know. Sometimes, and it could be like personal reasons and stuff like that. You know, so guys just can't suit up for whatever reason. It could be COVID. It could be anything. You know, it doesn't necessarily have to be straight up injury. But you know, the guys got to be pros. You know, you can't play 15 guys. You just can't do it because you're not gonna give guys enough rhythm to get used to playing. So I mean, like, his more than likely he's going to run 10. You know, so you know there's going to be 5 guys going to be with their hands in their pocket. But you know, like I said, there's going to be times where say Obi could be out for a game for whatever reason. That means Jericho Sims gets bumped up. You know, Rose might be out. That means Quickly moves over maybe, and then now McBride is going to come in. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe Grimes. You know, there's always going to be some opportunity for somebody to come in and get a little spot minutes and stuff. The important thing though is that like let's say if guys do come in and play well, that puts like a battery in the front office pack that like if somebody comes available, now I feel more comfortable. Let's say trading or Quickly, you know, because I have confidence that McBride is going to come in and fill in that backup spot, or maybe a Burks. Like if we trade Burks, we'll have confidence that Grimes is here, that he'll be able to fill into a spot if we decide to consolidate some players to get like a major player, like a major all-star kind of guy, you know.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm on the opposite spectrum of that. Like I want to see these guys grow, bro. Like I want to see this team grow together.
Oh,
I know people see.
Wow. Sorry. Carry on.
Wow. Now just
yeah.
Guy tried to go behind.
It's crazy.
Exactly.
I knew Grimes was going to have 20 today. Something told me Grimes was going to have 20 plus today.
I'm telling you, fellas. You know, you got Aiden Senior over here screaming his head off about all this. I mean, it's just it's so good to see. It's
yo.
I'm like 15 seconds behind you guys.
Listen, man, these Grimes and McBride, bro, like I really love these 2 draft picks, man. I really love these 2 draft picks. And Grimes, the one thing I noticed, fellas, that's way different from a guy, let's say a guy like Kevin Knox. Grimes' motor never stops running. And I would give Grimes that.
He's trying though, you know.
Yeah, here we go. Grimes again off the dribble. I mean, he got some off the dribble moves. He needs to work on them though.
Yeah, those little special spicy moves that he does is not really something that I want to see him do. You know, that's something I want to see you work on that behind the scenes. You know, maybe one day you can bring it out. But like if he gets real minutes in a real NBA game, I don't want to see him doing that. Just stick to what he's been doing as far as like just running the court hard and just being available, being in a winning position at all times. That's what's gonna make him stick in the NBA. I think.
But I think looking at Grimes, I don't know. It's summer league, but the hell with it. Like we gonna overreact regardless. His handle's better than RJ's. Look, and RJ got like a 5-year-old kid handle. It's north and south. It's never east or west. Grimes looked like when he's on ball, he looked like he could go east or west or north south. But like you said, Dahard, in a real regular season game, that man does not need to put the ball on the floor. We got other guys who can do that.
Yeah, I don't want to see him spinning like to the corner of the three and then shooting a fade away. I don't want to see him do that. You know what I'm saying? Let's build that up first. Then you can do stuff like that. Yo, shout out to Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson, he got the pictures with him like huge. He looks like a monster. 270. He's got to be 270 now. He looks 270. He might even be more than that. So I mean, I think the days of him blocking 3-point shots, from starting from the basket, I think those days are over. Because you're not gonna put on. I mean, because he started the league less than 220. He was about 225, maybe less when he first started in the NBA. Now you're 270. So I can't see somebody adding that much weight, 50 pounds, give or take, and still be able to be as athletic as he's been in the past. I feel like those days are definitely over, man.
It might be, but remember, I told you, I told you when he got hurt, and Aiden, I don't know if you heard this before, but I told Diehard months ago when Mitch got hurt. When he comes back, he has to change his game style. So what I mean, change your game style, I mean I don't want him diving to the basket every single play. He has to get the ball. You got to shoot the ball.
Well, to add what my man Aiden was saying. Aiden was saying that at least like Jericho Sims, when he gets the ball, he's able to dribble and make a move, drop step move. He showed that he could shoot a jump shot. Just having a basic drop step move. Mitch Robinson has yet to do that in his career yet. You know what I'm saying? So like him being 270, a basic drop step move for somebody with his size and length is money in the bank. That's gonna give him 10 million, 10, 15 million plus. If he can show up with that,
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm back. I gotta acknowledge the guy here, Mr. Parrish. Parrish has been getting at me all game about Obi Toppin, man. And he drops a super chat here. He says, I don't know how old you guys are, but Grimes was Walt Frazier's mannerisms. I agree with him the last podcast. It's so amazing how much he plays like him style wise. What do you think about that take about Walt Clyde Frazier?
Damn. He Parrish Duggar, salute to you. You must be an OG. So I can't even step on your toes if you saying Grimes play like Walt Clyde Frazier. I'm gonna let him live with that take. I'm gonna skip that out to Aiden.
I'm with you. I'm sure I could have my dad attest to that. I mean, he was growing up.
Ask him. Is your dad home? Ask him does he think that if Grimes looks a lot like Walt Frazier mannerisms.
Let me ask.
I think so, man. He has like just the way that he walks, he kind of walks like he belonged in the 70s. I could see him with a mink coat and like a fedora, stupid fedora, walking out of a one of them ugly ass Rolls Royces or whatever. Yeah, I could totally see it. Thank you for the super chat, man. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Now, here's the part of the game, right, where what I want to see from McBride as the point guard is take us home. Because you see Cleveland coming back. They're on a little run. And now you got to calm the offense. So I want to see these next few. I want to see it's 2:16 left from what I'm watching the game at. So I want to see what he could do as far as like calming the offense down, going through his progressions. And Cleveland is on a 9-0 run currently. So
I'm trying to turn it on my TV in my room, but my dad said he has not watched much of Grimes yet to have a clear distinction. But he certainly hopes it's a Clyde 2.0. I mean, how great would that be?
Yeah. But one thing about McBride is that he's not doing anything crazy. You know, he himself is nice and calm. You
It's
know what I'm saying?
smooth.
So yeah, like him, like let's say if, like we're old heads, right? So if we're playing ball with our boys and stuff, and say Aiden pops up, we're gonna be like, yeah, nah, we good, we over here playing with us, you know, don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna judge you that way. But somebody like McBride, if we give him a shot, he comes and
I would
play.
drop 40. I would drop 40 on it and make him pay for it.
I'm not arguing with you, man. You're definitely gonna drop 40 on me, man.
Nah, it's always them dudes who you think won't bust your ass.
Yo, that's the point I'm making though. Like if you give McBride a shot, you know he's gonna like hang with the old heads. You know what
I'm
I'm
telling
saying?
you.
He's gonna play really good basketball.
They can't handle me from 3. I'm telling you.
I believe you, and I believe you. Yo, State, keep a mental note. My man Aiden is gonna be legal soon, man. You know he'll be 18. I think August 24th. You said?
24th. Yes, sir.
August 24th.
Yeah.
God bless you, yo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
if
gonna-
you're not,
18.
Oh yeah. Give me like 5 minutes. I'm trying to connect this game to my TV. I'll be right back.
All right.
I got you.
Ooh, I remember when I was 18, diehard, man. My pop sent me straight upstate, diehard. He didn't even give me a chance to breathe New York weather when I turned.
So what you say? He planted a gun on you and shit. You had to go upstate. God damn! What kind of parents you got, man?
That's them Ghanaian parents, man. Literally, as soon as I graduated high school, bro, my father, I got accepted to SUNY Dalhousie College upstate near SUNY Oneonta.
Yeah.
My father said, "What? You're not staying over here. You going right upstate, brother." So, I even had no time to like enjoy myself. But that,
Yo, man, when I was 18, my mom was like, "Get out." You know what I'm saying? She was like, "Get out." I was like, "Mom, but you know, we in East New York. I can't just go out there." My mom was like, "Yo, go out there and sell crack or something, man." She was like, "You know, go out there and shoot somebody, become a shooter, become a killer, somebody. You got to get the fuck up out of here." You know what I'm saying? So it's different ways of being raised and stuff, man.
Grimes. Yeah, I love Grimes' play, man. This is all I wanted from him one of these games. I just wanted him to be aggressive.
Yeah, man, he's so aware on defense and offense, man. He's a really good player.
High IQ. Look at this. Look at this. Oh my God. I love how the Knicks, even the Summer League team, has taken on Tom Thibodeau's identity. And I hate Tom Thibodeau. But this Knicks team fights, they scrappy, and they could draft finally. Oh my God. First time in about 17 years, we can finally draft well. Damn, dog, we came a long way.
Yeah. You know, the Knicks have drafted well, the last 20 years.
Oh my God, McBride hits That's again.
True. You know, don't make me call Isaiah Thomas.
Oh no. Man.
Nobody would want that. So I'll tell you that.
Yo, for those that don't know, man, State was snapping on Isaiah Thomas. I mean, I'm talking about the OG Isaiah Thomas from the Pistons. He was talking about his draft history. You know how State goes. State always takes it to the next degree. So who at State, but Isaiah Thomas himself on Twitter, his real account. You know what I'm saying? So that was.
I think State's Wi-Fi just crashed. I think he's a little nervous for another Isaiah Thomas reply.
Yeah. Isaiah Thomas sent the bomb to his phone, man.
Exactly.
Oh man, he added me quick. He added twice.
Crazy. Oh my God.
Oh,
beautiful.
Man.
Another Knicks win.
Another Knicks win, man. Oh God,
One,
I love this young core, man. McBride, you got Quentin Grimes. And the one thing about this young core that we got, none of our young players play the same. That's been my biggest thing about our young core. None of them play the same. Everybody brings something different to the table. So that's very nice to see, man. I'm loving what I'm seeing from these guys. Yeah.
Which you guys got any closing thoughts, or you want to get into any like side stories or anything like that?
I mean, We could talk about some. I wasn't here, so I'm ready to talk about wild stuff. Like I don't even care. Like I just throw stuff at the wall.
Yeah, so
Whatever's fine.
yeah, it's your floor, Mr. King.
Oh yeah, what's up with you and Obi Toppin, man? Shout out to my guy Jay from Florida, man. We gotta bring you to the court table, cause you know.
Also shout out to Parrish Duggar too, man. He was getting at me in the beginning of the game because of my Obi takes. The thing with Obi, man, like to me, like he has to prove it. He's gonna have to. I mean, like at the end of last year in the playoffs, he played well. But we talking about 72 games before. You know what I'm saying? So he had 72 games to get to the point when the lights came on during the playoffs where he actually played decent. I actually wanted Obi to stay in the game a couple times, but that's Tom Thibodeau. That's the reason why you don't like Tom Thibodeau. But I'm watching this game and stuff. It just little things, man. Like the way that he's attacking the basket, his post moves. I just don't believe in it yet. Like but I do agree that he's definitely getting better. He's definitely improved, and from what I see, he has a role entering into next season. So listen, I'm free to talk about players how I feel like talking about them. You know what I'm saying? If I can still rank on Obi Toppin, but still pat him on the butt too, saying that they're still good. You know what I'm saying? That you can easily do that. Say same thing like what say like you can't make fun of Obi Toppin, but you could definitely make fun of Quickly. Oh, but you can't make fun of this guy, but you could definitely shit on Frank Ntilikina. Or you can't, or I'm gonna bomb your dislikes on your page and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's what happened in one of the videos that I did about Frank. Like it must have been like 100 people came in there and just disliked the video. You know what I'm saying? But like if it's my team. I love the team so much, so I could talk about the players as much as I can. Like so if I'm dissing a player for a certain reason, like I diss Quentin Grimes that first two games. Now I'm talking about that this guy is a legit NBA basketball player. So I'm allowed to do that. I don't have to make a take and make it so perfect that there can't be that nobody can ever critique it. Because then we'll be here. Nobody will be talking about anything. They'll be like, oh yeah, Eru's right. What kind of show is that?
Yeah, yo, that's so true, bro. It's what it is. Like, my guy Mario put up a video. I think it was yesterday or the day before. He was like, "What type of Knicks fan are you?" So when you talk bad about certain Knicks players, like the young players, you got the dudes. Oh, so you want to tank because you like this player and that player? Like, no, like I just want to like the player who I like. I want to talk positive about.
When they say it, right? It's like, oh, so you want to do it like that? That's what I see when I read those tweets. This is what I see. Oh, so you think you all that, right? You know what I'm saying? That's what I see in my mind when I read tweets like that.
It'd be like, damn, like okay, like I feel like the Knicks should have never traded the 19th pick. I feel like we could have had Jalen Johnson, McBride, Grimes, and Sims right now. That's a hell of a draft. So every time I see Jalen Johnson, mind you, he dropped 20. I think he dropped 25 and 10 today. So every time I see that man get buckets, I'm gonna bring that up. People be like, "Oh, you want to tank? You want to lose games? You a loser? You got a losing mentality?" Like, shut the fuck up, man. No, I don't. Come on, get the fuck out of here with that. People kill me with that. Oh my goodness.
What do you think, Mr. Aiden? What do you think?
I don't know how I could follow up after that. I don't know how I could follow up after that.
But what's your experience with Knicks fans? Like, say because this is what's great about having us three here, because people wondering why we got Aiden here. You know what I'm saying? Aiden's young, but why we got State here? State's at work and all this other stuff. It's perspective. It's perspective. I'm in my 40s. You know what I'm saying? Mr. State is in his 30s. Mr. Aiden is just entering adulthood. You know what I'm saying? So it's perspective, my brother. You know what I'm saying? So State is going to say things the way he's going to say it. I'm going to say it the way I'm going to say it. And like I said, I'm putting Aiden on the spot because it's so important to hear what you have to say. Because you're a diehard fan just like the rest of us. So you're at a different stage of life, but at the same time, I know how it is to be in the lunchrooms banging it out with your best friends. Want to kill each other in the lunchroom and stuff, or talking about the Knicks and stuff. So I love to hear what you got to say about your friends and just like what you experienced in your day. When it comes to the Knicks.
Oh man, I mean it's like first take every lunchtime. Swear to God. Oh man, some days you're Stephen A. Some days you're Max Kellerman. Most days I'll be like Kendrick Perkins defending the Knicks. I mean, oh man, it's just it's an all out war every day at the lunchroom. I'll tell you that. I mean, definitely, you got defending players. I mean, there's nothing like the Frank Hive. I mean, listen, I think there's a difference between wanting to tank and there's a difference between having respect and admiration for a player that's on a team. It's just like if I support Emmanuel quickly, like which I do, does that mean I want the Knicks to tank so he could do well? No, I want everybody to succeed. But I just personally, from what I've seen from so and so, I really want them to do well. So it's just like it's just little things like that. But I mean, I'll tell you this: I've been Stephen A. on many on guys like Alfred Payton. I mean, the list goes on and on. But
Woo! That name.
Yeah, I'm
But I
glad
mean,
we don't got to talk about him anymore, right?
oh, thank God. I mean, how unfair though. I mean, I'm looking at Luka Garza right here. The Pistons end up with Cade and Luka Garza. Get out of here. It's ridiculous.
Yo, he's good.
He's so good.
He's good, yo.
I watched
can't
him
even
during
lie.
Iowa. Oh my God, I
Oh,
watched him in college.
Yo, I said when we was playing the Pistons, because I watched like 3-4 Detroit summer league games.
Yep.
He stands out every game. Like just like how Sims and McBride stands out for us. Yo, die hard. That Luka Garza kid, man, he's not gonna be no all-star or anything, but he's gonna be in the NBA for a long time. He's gonna be good.
Don't
You never
give
know.
him any ideas, State. Don't give him any ideas. Come on. Come on
Yo,
now.
one thing, man, I know the sweat ain't never gonna go in his eyes, man. You see his eyebrows? God.
Oh my God. Look at
I mean, he
Look at him
got
right
like
here.
he got like the NBA logo on his eyebrow.
Oh my God.
He got an NBA logo on his eyebrow, man. You can see it right there on the left hand side. NBA
Exactly.
logo
Right,
on his
right,
eyebrow.
right here, diehard. Right here.
You see it, right? I know I see it.
Oh yeah. Oh, and look, it's State's favorite guy, Frank Vichella. I
Oh, he's Frank is a see that's exactly the point. Frank
Oh, yeah.
Frisella, he says stuff like he just was like, yo, he'll be like, State's not black. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, man, State is fucking black, bro. What are you talking about? But he'll say it
Oh,
so
man.
crazy, like State is not, whatever. And then like when it comes out that what his take is absolutely not true, now he looks like a jackass. Now he looks like a weirdo. So you know what I'm saying? So it's okay to make takes, but you can't be perfect and you can't act like what you say is perfect. You know what I'm saying? Because you're definitely in sports. It's a game of chance a lot of times. A lot of times it's a game of like you don't know what's gonna happen day to day. So you can't say that there's no variables. There's always gonna be variables and everything. So that's the problem with Fran Frisella.
Yeah. I know. Believe me, my dad has gone on rants about him. We're all in the same boat. But
Yeah.
oh man, Cade Cunningham. I mean, obviously I expected him to play well, but just from college, I mean, I didn't see that same impact like a Zion or anything like that. But the way he lit up the Knicks a couple games ago or a game ago was just, oh man. I'm watching his highlights right now.
It's cool. Nah, honestly, he lit us up because the dudes who was guarding him was way smaller than him. So like it was expected. Like I know quickly can't guard Cade.
Yep.
I know Grimes is about 2 inches shorter than Cade. It's cool. Like that was expected.
Yeah.
Maybe go ahead.
Yeah, no, I mean, it brings me back when Fizdale had Kevin Knox guard smaller guards. It's just you're gonna get smoked if you do that. Every time.
Yeah, well, one thing about Cade, I thought Cade was like 6'8". The dude is 6'5". Like he's like barely 6'6". I want to say because Grimes looked way bigger than him when we played against Detroit. I thought standing next to him, like just I'm talking about size wise, Grimes just looked so much bigger than Cade.
Mm.
You know,
I'll
for
tell
some
you.
reason,
I'll tell you who
Yeah.
killed us. Scotty Barnes. There was no stopping him. His wingspan, and I think he's like 6'9", and he's like a guard. Oh my God! Just he was so good. I remember watching that.
Hearing all of
he's
these
he's a good player.
names, you know, I watched Jonathan Kuminga do the double cross hezzy dunk from the dotted line, and you know, we gonna have a long conversation next summer about the magical fourth seed that we just had. Because I'm watching Jalen Green, I'm watching Cade, I'm watching Cunningham, I'm watching Jalen Suggs. I'm a little, what's the word? I'm a little jealous because you know we got Evan Fournier,
Too much money.
and Alec Burks, and you know
I don't mind it.
Huh?
I don't mind it. I can explain why.
Go ahead.
Being at game one, who was our leading scorer? Alec Burks. And who do they have inbounding the ball at the end? Alec Burks.
Alec Burks.
What?
Yeah.
What?
That's Tom Thibodeau, right? That's State's boy right there.
I almost lost a lung at yelling from that last play. I mean, oh my, just not good.
Dog, can you please put this last comment up, please? Can you please put this last comment up, dog? From Josh, aka Uncle Fulio, please.
Yeah, I was trying to get that in there. Shout out to Josh. Shout out to everybody. Actually, man, you got Knicks guys, Oracle, a bunch of guys here. ADC. Shout out to ADC. We was chopping it up with Sim last night. You know,
ADC.
Good stuff, man. I appreciate everybody here. Of course, you know, just Mr. Jarrell is here as always. A couple guys, man. You know, I can see you guys. You know, but we're talking and stuff, so I can't really shout you guys out as much. But thank you guys for being there. But what did Josh say, bro?
So he said, "State, are you arguing we should have Tank for one of those guys?" So let me paint this picture for you. We got Alec Burks and Evan Fournier.
And Nerlens Noel.
And Nerlens Noel.
And Derrick Rose.
No, I can't laugh at Derrick Rose. It would be no Derrick
Thank
Rose.
God. Thank God.
Me.
Thank
no
God.
Taj Gibson slander for me.
Yes. Thank God.
While other teams like Golden State has Klay Thompson, Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody.
They just got Iguodala. They just got Iguodala.
The Hawks got Cam Reddish, Jalen Johnson, DeAndre Hunter, Bogey.
Sharif Cooper.
And you mean to tell me that I can't sit here and feel a little type of way about us just having Alec Burks and Evan Fournier?
Oh, yeah.
No, I don't want to tank.
And don't forget, the Nets just got Cam Thomas, who's lighting it up.
So,
I
don't want to.
Yeah, but I mean, not for nothing, we have to tank because Jalen, like you said, Jalen Johnson was the dude right there. Those dunks that he's been getting, like getting up there and just punching it. Wow, that's exactly what we need at three. At the three.
And Kai Jones. Look at Kai Jones, who we traded on draft night too.
Nah. I don't think we needed Kai Jones. But
no. I'm not saying we did either. I'm just saying look at what he's been doing in summer league.
I'm just that's just me. I love our team and I love what we got going. But at the end of the day, a lot of these dudes is not on RJ Barrett's timeline. And I'm looking at the NBA and I'm looking at the landscape. And if I want to be kind of realistic, the Knicks is still 2 years away from being 2 years away. RJ is not ready. Randall, he damn sure ain't ready from what I seen in the playoffs. So we just got to temper expectations. That's all. I just felt like one more blue chip prospect, like a Kuminga or Jalen Green or Suggs, just one more dude. We would have been good. But we got Quentin Grimes, so I'm going to see.
Yep. But here's the thing. I think Randall is going to have such a rebound year in the playoffs because now he doesn't have to worry about beating the leading scoring option. Mm-hmm. You got Kemba Walker, Fournier, Derrick Rose back. I mean, from what I saw, he was just doing too much. I mean, you know, this will get State mad, but we got Alec Burks back. You know, I mean, come on. Let's join the Alec Burks hive, my friend. I'll get it. I'll get it started. I'll tell you now.
That's gonna be a dry hive, man. Not too many people are on that Alec Burks
I know
bandwagon.
when he becomes the leading scorer in a lot of games, I'll be coming back on the show, Eru. I'm telling you now.
See,
Wait, hold on.
that's a beautiful thing too, because we definitely got like 10 guys that we can count on to actually have a moment where, like, say, I can see, even though I'm chopping up Obi Toppin during summer league, there's gonna be a time where he's gonna drop 20 points in a game for us and help us win a game. You know what I'm saying? But we could probably go to all 10 guys that's gonna be in the rotation to like have their moment where their play is gonna carry us to a win. You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely a lot of things, good things to talk about with our team. You know.
I mean, shout outs to the OG, passed on Cooper twice. I mean, Cooper's cool, but we got enough point guards. We got enough point guards. So I don't really care about that. And Paris, you're correct. I understand chemistry matters, but Burks never passed the damn ball. He never passed the ball. Like, no. Aiden, we watched every single Knicks game, and I watched every single Knicks game too, and I watched some of them twice. I watched some of them 3 times. Alec Burks don't pass the ball.
But here's the thing. What players on this past Knicks roster bumped up Ovi's confidence? Alec Burks, Derrick Rose, Taj Gibson. I'm telling you now. Did you see Emmanuel quickly throwing lobs to Ovi in the playoffs? No. You saw Derrick Rose and who? Alec Burks. Thank you.
Alec Burks was the closer too for a hot minute too, man.
Exactly. If we didn't have him in game 1, what would have happened? Thank you. I rest my case.
If I could count on my left hand how many times Alec Burks threw Obi Toppin and alley-oop.
But I'm telling you, he was a factor in a lot of games.
He was. I will never take that away from Burks. Missed the 4th quarter. I would never take that away from him. But the man is a ball hog.
Because he's a shooting guard. Because he's a shooting guard.
The argument though is like he's a ball hog because he don't throw alley-oops to Obi.
No. The argument is he's a ball hog, and I know he's a playmaker, and I expect better from him. And it looked like he was playing for his contract. But now he got paid. So we're going to have a different discussion if I see Alec Burks playing different next season. We're going to have a good discussion.
Oh, yeah. But here's the thing. I think because of his role, he came in there for what? For scoring. He didn't come in there to pass the ball every 5 minutes. I'm telling you.
They don't pay me to pass the ball, boy. I'm here to shoot that thing, man.
Exactly. He's not playing a pass guard. He's playing as a shooting guard. Come on now.
I can't even be mad at that rebuttal.
I'm telling you.
What do you think about what Josh is saying here? That we don't have enough point guards? What?
Oh, yes, we do. Come on.
We got
enough. We got enough. We totally have enough. I mean, me and Eru were talking about this earlier. You know, it's like whoever's running ESPN didn't have the rotation right. They still had Alfred Payton. They still had Frank. You know, you cut those two. We have so many guards. McBride, quickly, Derrick Rose, Kemba. You know, that's 4. Yeah, we got enough. I'm telling you.
And Burks can run the point two songs.
Exactly. He's run the offense state. I'm telling you.
I don't never want to see him running no offense for no Knicks team like ever again. He didn't know.
I'm telling you. It watching it live though, it was a thing of beauty. That's all I gotta say.
It's funny because when you're at the Garden and you're actually like watching the game live, it's way different than watching it on your TV screen. Because when you're watching it on your TV screen, the shout outs to my guy Gregory, ISO Burks. When you're watching it on the TV screen, it's like, yo, bro, why the hell are you not passing the ball? But when you're in the stadium and you're actually seeing the play form, you're like, okay, he gotta take that shot because that's what the defense is giving him. I can't. We all can't do. Come on, Aiden. We can't do that, man. Assessment, man. You had fans paying $900 tickets for Randall to shoot 27% from the field and average 17 points, and Tibbs get out coached by Nasty Nate. Come on, man.
Yo, man, I'm just looking at the chat, man. You guys are funny, man. Some
I
like I've
agree.
been looking at the chat like here and there.
Keanu
And,
Reeves.
yeah, they're gonna call you Keanu Reeves, son.
I'm telling you.
Yo, they're trying to say that you're gonna be the one in the Matrix 4. You're gonna be the one.
I'm telling you.
Oh, my
I'm dodging the Alec Burks slander. I'm telling
like
you.
this, right?
Exactly. I'm dodging it.
Oh man, y'all crazy, man.
Telling you.
Yeah,
I mean, look, I will say this. Being at the game, I did not realize how jacked Taj Gibson was. Man is a tank.
Mm.
I was in shock.
You'll be surprised. Is Obi and Taj about the same height?
I think Taj is a little taller. Only a little bit. But yeah, you know, I can definitely see why Taj uplifts the chemistry. But you know, I mean, being at every home game for that playoffs, I mean, I'm just saying, if we didn't have Alec Burks, where would we be? Telling you.
Yeah,
He held us down, man.
He did a lot more. I mean, just seeing in person, I could see Nerlens Noel did a lot. He didn't have no help game one, Nerlens Noel. It was only him, and everybody was out rebounding. He had no help in the paint. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I got you, man.
So you saying go ahead, dog.
No, I'm just having fun over here. But go ahead. You can say what you're gonna say.
So, Aiden, what you telling me is Burks was one of the main reasons why we got the way we was at?
I'm telling you, Burks was one of the main reasons why we kept close some games.
Okay. So where was Burks when we was under 500 and Thibodeau had to damn near beg Leon Rose to go get us Derrick Rose?
Yep, that's fair. That's fair. But but like you said before, you make your name for yourself and your money by producing in what? The playoffs, which is what
one game.
But I'm telling you, he produced. I mean, Atlanta. I'm not even calling those games in Atlanta games. I mean, no, this team was non-existent in Atlanta. I'm telling you, from the New York side, Burks was going off games 5 and 1, and that's to me. I mean, and game 2. No, sorry. Game 2 and 1, he went off. Game 5, I swear to God, they were non-existent. Non-existent. I was having side talk with everybody in my section throughout that fourth quarter. That team was non-existent that game. But I'm saying,
a guy coming off the bench.
Game one, Nerlens Noel had no help in the paint. Nobody helped him. Yeah. He got out-rebounded.
Burks folded in the playoffs, though, bro. He was pathetic. I'm sorry. His overall, he was pathetic. Yes, Burks was really pathetic in the playoffs.
I don't know. I mean, he helped us game 1 and 2. I'll tell you that.
The thing about like bench guys, if they give you something like game 1 or 2, if they give you like 2 games in the playoff series coming off the bench, they did the job because they're bench guys. He had 27 off the bench. You can't. He's doing more than was asked for him.
Exactly. Can't ask for anything more, but I gotta say, I love the Evan Fournier pickup. Hate the contract. It's like $78 million. I don't get it, but I don't know. I think he probably has some options, like player options or whatnot, in there. But I'm just happy we have guards who can create space for their own shots, which is what we need. Because
the last 5 years, Fournier averaged 17 points, 17 and 3.
There you go.
He's not completely trash. Maybe we gave him a little bit too much, but the market, if we went with the market, we would have paid him at least like $4 million more a year. If we went with the market. So I think we did a good job, cheating a little bit with Fournier.
I'll tell you who did a good job cheating. The LA Lakers. got Russell Westbrook for nothing. I swear to even, you remember a time where a veto in the NBA was a thing? David Stern, if he was alive, he would veto every single trade that happened in the past month. I swear. There's no way the Lakers can get Russell. I almost said Alfred Payton. I wish they got Alfred Payton instead of Russell Westbrook.
Wait, hold on. I like how Die Hard trying to moonwalk away from a tape. So I looked in the comments.
No.
I can't even see the chat. Fill me in.
Oh, so do you remember what you said about Grimes a couple days ago, dog?
Yeah, I said he was hot garbage.
Oh, you say he was hot garbage. Oh, okay.
It was like he compared him to Marty Collins.
Dog, explain your take, please. The people need to hear your take, man.
I explained it a million times already, man. Like Grimes, the first 2 games played like hot garbage. You know what I'm saying? We lost one of those games, so he was a part of all of that. But we played 3 games since, and my stance on Grimes, like I said a bunch of times, is that he's a legit NBA basketball player.
Yep.
He's a guy that I'm not gonna ask him to do too much, but just him being on the court is gonna be a plus at all times.
Yeah.
I think.
I will say, ever since you said that take, I haven't seen him doing the electric boogaloo slide with that little
that little in and out move that he does and stuff.
But I'm telling you, I haven't seen him do it since the take era. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you, they're watching the Die Hard Knicks podcast. That's what it is. You know what I'm saying?
They
That's
all
part
are.
of the scouting report.
I'll tell you who is watching State. Emmanuel Quickly.
He gotta be, yo.
Has to.
He gotta be on his burner. So, somebody watching me, yo.
Yo, Emmanuel Quickly's not even there, so he's probably in his room now watching the old podcasts and listening to old podcasts of State talking junk about Quickly. That's part of the training right there.
Has to be.
And you know what kills me the most? Like, I'm an emotional guy. Like, I give a lot of takes. Like, people on Twitter and sometimes and just social media when it comes to the Knicks, like, they're so fickle. They're so soft. Like, you cannot criticize none of our young guys. Like, now I understand why you dislike Frank Ntilikina. I understand that.
Yeah, but
I completely understand.
If I can clean that up too, I don't dislike him personally. He looks like he smells like cocoa butter. You know what I'm saying? I want to give him a hug or something. Or maybe like I want to borrow one of his shoes so I can go out to church or something like that, or maybe buy a scarf off him or something like that. You know what I'm saying? He seems like a good kid. So I'm not gonna like talk badly about him on a personal level. Even though I kind of backhandedly did just now, but the thing about it, he's just not up until this point, he's not an NBA basketball player, and that's not a diss. You know what I'm saying? It's just that he's just not a bad. Like look at all these people that played tonight that would never ever play an NBA game in their life. When you want to talk about Travis Reed the other night, Reed Travis, whatever his name is, he is never going to play a professional game, not let alone the Knicks or the NBA. He's not even going to play overseas. That's how bad he played with the Knicks. But I mean, that's not me dissing him or being a bad person, whatever, because nobody cares about Travis or Reed Travis. You know what I'm saying? But if I say it about Frank Ntilikina, then it's like, oh my God. Everybody starts crying and getting violent. Why do people get so violent when you talk about Frank Ntilikina? I just don't get that. The violence.
Yeah. I tell you, we talked about moonwalking. I saw Frank moonwalk at the end of that game 1. Oh my. I mean, Trae Young had this man looking every which way. I mean, it was ugly. That
wasn't fair though. That Tom Thibodeau shouldn't even call his name.
That was not at all. Can you imagine if we had McBride? Trae Young would not have gone near the paint if we had McBride. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Well, if we didn't have Tibbs as the coach, maybe we would see McBride. I really dislike Tibbs, man.
I'll tell you.
But, yeah.
I'll tell you. We have more of Dice Yoshimoto as our head coach. I tell you, I saw him live at MSG. I'm telling you, there's something with Yoshimoto. I always tell my friends, be on the lookout. Look what he does.
He looked like he's a badass.
He's the man. He is the man.
It looks like he could take down a couple beers too, man. Don't he? To me, I don't know. It looks like
He's
a
the
guy
man.
that I could hang out with, man.
Talk about a sleeper as a coach. I'm telling you,
Yeah, so
Yoshimoto's the man.
so talk about it though. Who do you think is going to be the successor? Because I mean, it stands out to me that Johnny Bryan is not the coach of the summer league team. They chose
No,
this guy Deuce.
I'm telling you, they chose Dice. I mean, the name, perfect Vegas. I'm telling you.
Dice.
I'm telling you. Mans is rolling the dice to a T with this
Yeah,
summer league squad. I mean, I saw him. I swear to God, I saw him every game working with Julius Randle. All of these guys. You know, I really only saw Johnny Bryant. Really surprisingly, I really saw Johnny Bryant work with Alfred while Derrick Rose took his spot, which I thought was very interesting
yeah,
because he didn't really see anybody else interact with Alfred Payton at the Garden except Johnny Bryant. Um,
yeah.
so I mean, you know, it was just it's interesting, but no, Dice. I'm telling you, Dice is the man. He brings everybody's spirits
Uh,
up. He's working with.
Ask your dad if he knows anything about this. Hey, you
Oh
know,
yeah,
Dice,
exactly,
Mr. Dice
exactly.
Clay. Hey, forget about it. You know what I'm saying? Bada boom,
Oh
bada
man,
bing. Hey,
Bada boom, bada bing.
but I'm telling
yeah,
you,
man.
He's working his magic with developing these young guys. So you
There's
know,
a reason why
he's
he's here
turning.
because I mean he's definitely in Tom Thibodeau's coaching tree. Brian is not. So I want to say if anybody's going to leave the organization to go somewhere else, we already lost Woodson. So I could see Johnny Bryan going to another team to be a head coach, and
I
then
see it, but I see Tibbs. I see Tibbs using Johnny Bryant more for like regular season NBA stuff rather than
yeah,
I think he wanted Dice. I think he trusts him, and I think he was like, "Let's just do the summer league and see how you can handle development," and it's been working.
yeah. It's good to give guys a shot too, man. Especially there's been a lot of flack about the whole Asian stuff. They was making it sound like he's like one of the first Asians to do whatever. When people's like, yo, man, Spoelstra's the first one. Let's not stop giving people like rewards for that. But you got to say it, man, because there hasn't been much Asian people in the NBA and any aspect, not even just coaching, playing, and everything like that. So it is pretty cool, to see somebody like that. And then he has the illest name that ever could be, man. So
Yeah, his name is L, yo. His name
yeah,
is L. You ever play Tekken? Y'all ever play Tekken? Y'all know about my man Yoshimitsu? My
yes,
man
sir. Yeah.
Yoshimitsu? That's man, Dice Yoshimoto. What's his name again?
There you go. You got it, Dice
Dice
Yoshimoto.
Yoshimoto. Yo,
I'm telling you,
his name is fire.
he's fire.
His name is fire. Aiden, if you ever got a chance, you need to sit down and watch Enter the Dragon. One time.
Yeah.
You need to watch Enter the Dragon by Bruce Lee. Look, Die Hard know what I'm talking about. That's why he laughing. You gotta watch it one time.
I'm
I
just trying
will.
to figure out where you're going with that. Why he gotta watch it? Why
Oh,
he gotta watch it?
oh no, that's what I'm thinking about. Yoshimitsu, Coach Yoshimoto. Shout out to my man. Shout out to Dice Yoshimoto. But shout out to James Dolan, most of all. James Dolan has hired the most minorities of all types of skin colors, all ethnicities, all types of races from everywhere in the planet. James Dolan has hired the most minorities in all of sports. So we have to give him his just due.
Yes, Wataru Miyazaki or whatever the heck his name is.
Mm-hmm.
The best.
He shares a retired number. I think he was he might have been number 15. Shared with Mr. Black Jesus, whatever. I forgot which number. It might be number 8, if I'm not mistaken. But whatever number he had is actually retired by another player. But it's a shame that something like that wasn't picked up, years ago. Are you talking about the 50s? In the 50s they had an Asian basketball player. That is bugged out. I mean, he didn't play, but that's no here nor there.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm telling you, ahead of the curve in the 50s and with Yoshimoto.
Yeah, man. And just for the chat, the Knicks big three of the night: Quentin Grimes, 28 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 36 minutes. Quentin Grimes, underrated, is a great rebounder. Very underrated skill that he has about him. I love that most about him. Miles McBride, 23 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, 33 minutes. Miles, we all know Miles. Obi Toppin, 24 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 37 minutes. Obi Toppin. I think we need to talk about this real quick. Fellas, if Obi Toppin does not get 20 minutes or more next season, I want Tibbs fired. I want him fired. I'm sorry.
For one player?
Yes.
Fired?
Yes. Are you kidding me?
Blasphemy state.
You drafted a 23-year-old in the lottery, 8th overall pick, who was the most NBA ready last season.
So they say.
Cool. He averaged 11 minutes and 4 points. Okay, Julius Randle, most improved player of the year, second team All-NBA. Cool, that's cute. But when you run Randle into the ground by playing him 200 more minutes than the next NBA player, and that's basically 4 extra NBA games, I have an issue with that.
But
Obi Toppin looks like he's ready.
I'm agreeing
Now.
But if you were Thibodeau, nobody expected Julius Randle to become an all-star. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right?
You also gotta look at Obi Toppin. Obi Toppin did not play well in the beginning of the year. I would never say Obi Toppin doesn't play hard. He was playing hard in the beginning of the year, but he was just overwhelmed. You can just see it in the beginning of the year. He did not deserve the minutes in the beginning of the year. Now, if you want to negate the whole season and just only talk about what you saw in the playoffs, then that's just not fair, because you got to play the 72 games to get to the playoffs. So we would have never got to the playoffs if Randle didn't really make a sacrifice. He made a sacrifice playing all those minutes, and he had to, because you really couldn't trust Obi Toppin to play winning basketball for you. Like if Obi Toppin played 20 minutes a game, we wouldn't have made the playoffs. Because in the beginning of the year, it was so crucial, those games. Remember, we was messing around with each other with the whole Elfrid Payton thing. Where Elfrid he literally averaged 18, 6, and 5. You know what I'm saying, during a 5-1 winning streak. But if we didn't have that 5-1 winning streak, we wouldn't have made the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So if Obi Toppin played 20 minutes a game in the beginning of the season, we would have not made the playoffs, and then we will be talking about something different right now.
I agree, but I disagree. For me, I think if we didn't get Derrick Rose, we don't make the playoffs at all, and we don't see Obi's growth.
Yeah, but all these things are important. So that's what I'm saying too. Because I mean, everybody that we have, even if they don't play right away, they're going to be needed at some point of the year. You know what I'm saying? So if Obi played, Julius Randle and Randle. And RJ, they both had to play all those minutes in order to get us to Rose. And once Rose got here, he took us to another thing. So that, just all these different steps. I could point to other parts too, because Burke had his time. If he didn't score those 30-point games, we wouldn't have made the play. If all these things didn't happen throughout the year, we wouldn't have made the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? So, all those things are so important. And like that's the point I'm trying to make with the roster. We got 15 guys that we could rely on. So everybody's going to have their point in the year where whatever they contribute at that particular point in time is going to get us to where we need to go at the end. You know what I'm saying? So all of it is important,
True. Aiden, before you go, let me just tell the people, starting shooting guard Quentin Grimes over the Knicks last 2 summer league games, 43 points on 14 of 29 shooting, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, 9 made 3-pointers. So he's getting acclimated. He's getting used to playing in the NBA. He's getting used to the speed. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah, exactly. I think it'll be very interesting. I mean, I'm gonna after I get off, I'm gonna make a little depth chart of mine for this Knicks roster. And just kind of see how the puzzle pieces will fit, and I'll post it on the Instagram, Twitter, tag you both to get your thoughts on it. But it's just it's gonna be interesting. Like, how are they gonna balance the minutes between Grimes and Fournier, McBride, Quickly, Kemba, Rose, Burks, Sims, Noel, Gibson? It's gonna be
All
interesting
NBA players.
to see. I think this is why I really hope we could just see more of these practices this year because those are going to be so key just to see who's playing hard, who's earning the minutes. So, I mean, we'll see. I see State's giving me a face. Lay it on me.
We talk about, yo, you know why I don't care about practice, Aiden? Because Alfred Payton practiced for us for 2 years and he's stealing minutes. So I don't care about practice, bro.
I will say this. What did his slow pace at the beginning of games create? A playoff season last year. I'm telling you, they had a slow Peyton pace, and Derrick Rose coming in the second half. I'm telling you, it worked.
That was the whole season last year. Now we got Kemba and Rose, setting up the table.
Yeah, you're going to be playing 2 different ball games. And
you might go undefeated, bro.
And you get McBride in there. Oh man.
So, Aiden, I love what you just said when you was talking about the rotation. But, Grimes, like I said earlier, situational. He's never going to see the floor. McBride, situational. He's never going to see the floor.
We don't know that. Could be injuries. Anything. 82-game season.
All right. It's going to be a long 6 months.
It's gonna be a long 6 months of a lot of debates between us, State. I'm telling you now.
The main
State,
debate.
State knows. Aiden, believe it or not, State knows. He's the one that paved the road.
Oh yeah.
I know. And the road that I'm looking at right now is what the hell is Tibbs going to do with these minutes? Because if I don't see Obi playing 20 minutes or more, if I don't see Quickly playing 20 minutes or more, I want Tibbs fired. I'm done.
I know. That's so harsh.
You're gonna have to pull out your calculator though, man. Because we're talking about 48 minutes, times 5. Now you start to divide the minutes up. Julius Randle got to play 30-something minutes, man.
No, he do not. He does not have to play 35 minutes this year.
Yes, he does.
Not necessarily 35, but 33.
Because he is one of the most important players to this team, whether we like it or not.
But I didn't say 38. 33 or 35, maybe between 33 and 35. He has to.
Who was our star player this past season? Julius Randle.
Forget about Julius Randle. What about RJ? RJ Barrett, he has to play 33 to 35 minutes a game. He's a starter.
You're talking about this upcoming season.
Yes, this upcoming season. They both have to play 33 to 35 minutes a game. They're starters in the NBA.
I'm telling you, the lineup has to be Kemba, RJ, Fournier, Randle, and Robinson.
Okay.
Fournier, if anything, he probably get closer to 28 minutes a game. So if any minutes, maybe you slide RJ to the 2 guard.
I think he'll be somewhere in the 30s. He'll be, I believe, a starting small forward.
Yeah, so small forward, swingman. Depending on matchups, but him and RJ is going to be messing around with matchups and stuff. But I mean, those 5 guys are starters.
So wait, hold on. So Scott Perry saved me. He saved me cap flexibility for us to sign Evan Fournier for $70+ million, re-sign Alec Burks after we watched Alec Burks get embarrassed in the playoffs, re-sign Nerlens Noel, who got punked in the playoffs as well. And y'all mean to tell me that we got upgrades on the roster and Randall still has to play 36 minutes per game after we watched Obi Toppin look spectacular in Summer League, look like he doesn't even belong in Summer League no more, and Randall still has to play 35 minutes a game? I don't know, man.
But this is why practice is going to be important. I'm telling you.
Well, I mean, a guy averaged 20 plus 10.
Yeah. Can you imagine in practice Obi Toppin posterizing Julius Randle?
I can't imagine it.
The starting power forward.
No, I can't imagine that. I think Randall would throw his ass to the ground.
I don't think there will be any forward movement. If Obi Toppin tries to make a forward move on Julius Randle, he's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
And especially if Mitchell Robinson is there too, both of those guys in front of him, Obi Toppin is not making a forward movement against those guys.
We don't know. Could never say never. Could happen.
We don't know.
Could happen.
That's true.
Could happen.
That's true.
So shout outs to Justin L. the myth of no run for the young guys is funny for Tibbs. In Minnesota, he had Levine, Cat Wiggins at 21 years old, all playing over 37 minutes per game. Rose 37 minutes, Butler 26 minutes per game. Brother, he was the sole reason why Zach LaVine tore his ACL. This is a bad example that you just used.
No,
You're basically agreeing with me without agreeing with me. Thibodeau needs to change. And I don't want to see Randall playing 35 minutes a game next season. When you have a 23, you literally have a 23-year-old backup for him who's NBA ready.
Backup though.
The backups when you check. Did you not see Bobby Portis in the playoffs?
But what? How much minutes do you want Obi to make? Obi to play this year? How many?
20 to 25.
2025 is okay. That's not that bad. But if he plays 2025, Julius Randle has still got to play 33 minutes a game. He's an all-star.
That's no problem. Michael Redd been an all-star too. That's no problem.
Where Obi's minutes is going to come from Nerlens Noel. It's going to come from possibly whoever because Knox is not going to play properly. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to get minutes from other players. He's going to he's especially Nerlens Noel. You know what I'm saying? But if Nerlens Noel is playing over Obi, then that tells you something. It has to do with defense, has to do with what he expects of guys, role playing off the bench and stuff. But like I said, judging by what Obi Toppin is doing in the summer league, he definitely is probably going to be a lot better than last year. So he's not going to get 11 minutes a game. That's a given.
No, exactly. We talk about Tibbs changing. You seeing what Obi's doing in the summer league? I'm telling you, Dice Yoshimoto is going to have a bigger role on the bench. He's gonna be telling Tibbs what to do in situations. Get Obi in there, McBride, Grimes, and show what the young guys have been able to do from Yoshimoto's lead in the summer league. I'm telling you, Dice Yoshimoto is going to have some say in a bigger say in things now because of what he's been able to do with these young guys in summer league, which is hopefully going to create a change in Tibbs. Yeah. I'm really pushing it. I'm really pushing it.
Yeah, just a simple fact that we got Kemba and Fournier starting. It's gonna make so much. As soon as you pass the ball to Kemba, something different's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Something different is gonna happen. It's not Elfrid Payton. Elfrid Payton is like, you got the ball, you can't even see out his left eye. You know what I'm saying? He can't even see out his left eye. But when Kemba gets it, it's gonna be something amazing is gonna happen. If Kemba passes it to Fournier, watch what happens. It's not gonna be him standing there like this, because that's what Bullock was. Bullock was just in position, like just standing right there, ready. Because as soon as he gets it, he's just shooting it. He's not gonna do anything else with it. When Fournier gets the ball, something special is gonna happen. So into the bench, once he starts calling guys off the bench, when these guys get the ball, something different is gonna happen because we just don't have the same personnel that we had last year. So shout out to Tibbs and all this whatever. Tibbs definitely is on the hot seat. But just the personnel, the talent level, it has upgraded. So by default, Obi Toppin is going to be open a lot more. You know what I'm saying? Just for himself getting better, he's definitely going to get his opportunities. No doubt about it, man.
Exactly. And where we talk about, I saw a lot of people were talking about the chemistry between Fournier and Kemba in Boston, and that's going to translate over to New York. I mean, it's an interesting sight to see.
Yo, I seen a stat. Ooh, I forgot where this stat was at. But like Kemba and Evan Fournier was ranked a top 5 backcourt last season. I forgot what stat it was. Ooh, damn it! I can't. It's not coming to my mind. But that's another good reason too. When you get Kemba, you get Evan Fournier. They already been teammates in Boston, and you get both of them for the same price of Lonzo Ball. That's elite GMing right there. I can't even be mad at that. But the real thing, Aiden, I was pissed off when they announced Evan Fournier by himself. Because
really?
Yes. I was mad as hell, bro. I was mad because it's like you save cap flexibility 3 years to bring me Evan Fournier. Like that's what you do. And then he gets me Kemba Walker. And now I'm like, oh, okay. And then you resign Derrick Rose. So now the roster looks now it looks like an NBA roster because we both know Derrick Rose is not a starting point guard. So
he is, but the what's the word? Like the stamina and the longevity of that is the only thing. Because he proved it. He played like 40 minutes back to back in those Atlanta games. I mean, that game we had against the Lakers where we only lost by a few, his body was all over the floor. But I was fine with Evan Fournier when he was first announced. He fills so many holes. We need players that can create their own space. Like the Hawks were all over us that playoff series. And now you're gonna have Fournier just creating his own shot, Kemba creating his own shot. You know, it's a lot of holes that were gonna be filled this season, which is great.
It's just when you're a Knicks fan, when you hear certain names, it's like, really? So when you hear the Knicks major signing is Evan Fournier for 70 plus million, it's like, really? I remember the day when it happened. You know, a lot of my coworkers is Knicks fans. The others is not. The others, they just try to tease me like, oh, you're a Knicks fan, like little stuff like that. So the day when we signed them, they were like, yo, Vest, man, how you feel about Evan Fournier? They laughing at me and stuff. I'm like, yeah, he can ball. He can ball. Like, he can do some things, but I mean, what you want me to say? Like, what you want me to do? My best argument against them is my team was just the 4th seed. So even if you want to call my team a loser or disrespect them, we just made the 4th seed. So I'm happy with the progress. I'm happy with what Leon Rose did because his offseason looks functional. I'm looking at Summer League. I'm loving the young core right now. We moving in the right direction, man. It's nice to see the Knicks finally steering the ship in the right direction, man.
Exactly. I'm telling you, we're definitely going past the first round of the playoffs this year. I'll tell you that. That's definitely happening.
Well, check this, man. Like, Fournier averaged 17 points a game last year, right? I'll just if you guys can hear me good because I think the stream got messed up a little bit. But Drew Holiday, it's gonna be Eric Gordon average 17, Drew Holiday, John Collins, R.J. Barrett average 17, Julius Garland, Kyle Lowry, Dylan Brooks, Valentulis average 17, Bogan from Utah, he averaged 17, Tim Hardaway Jr. Some other guys too that average 16. Buddy Hield, and Kevin Porter Jr. So this is the class of player that averaged 17 points a game last year. So if you take Fournier out and put Buddy Hield, would you feel a little bit better just because of the name recognition?
Fournier out and Buddy Hield in?
Yes, because their stats.
I think Fournier could do more than Buddy Hield.
You know what's so crazy, Aiden? Strongly agree with you, yo.
But
Buddy
not for nothing.
He turned me off. I think he said a comment to a fan, and he was like, "Them checks is still coming in." Like, what? Come on, dude. That's not how you answer fans. Because the fan was teasing them about the Kings not making the playoffs for since forever. So.
Well, here's another player, Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks averaged 17 points, but the stats, percentage-wise, Fournier is a little bit better, but the other stats are about the same as Fournier. Dylan Brooks and Fournier have the same stats.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I don't know. I mean, I would like both of them equally for different reasons. I think. Yeah, I think Fournier for the shooting power, but I feel like Dylan Brooks is like more of an all-around kind of guy, That's why
there's definitely intangibles.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, Evan ain't no punk. We know that. We know that. We know we ain't getting no punk. Oh man, it's gonna be fun. This team is gonna be. It's gonna be one of the funnest next season that we've seen in a long time. Probably since 2014. Damn, I love that Knicks team in 2014, bro. Like Rasheed Wallace, bro.
Copeland.
Cope, Kid,
Sorry,
hell
I
in
love
it.
Copeland. I had him on our show.
Yo, dog,
He
I
was good.
love Rasheed Wallace on that team. Yo, and he barely played.
Yeah.
Tim Thomas. Then we had Tim Thomas.
Yep. Kurt Thomas. Yep.
Kurt Thomas.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
God.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess while we're at it, do you want to preview the Hawks game coming up?
Not particularly.
Yeah,
It's gonna be like the Sharif Cooper episode for that one, man.
yeah.
We already know the
Yeah.
vibes with that.
Yeah. Well, prepare. Because we're going to be slandering Sharif Cooper. so that's where I'm at on it.
Could you imagine if he hits another game winner on us and
Oh,
like
my
Trey Young starts like bowing from the crowd or something?
Oh my God!
But on the flip side, if we have like a Grimes Trey Young stare down at like center court, oh man, I can envision it. But
Yeah, I can see, man. It's gonna be a lot of narratives there, especially if Cooper destroys quickly, because quickly is probably gonna play the last game. So if Cooper destroys quickly, that's gonna be people are never gonna stop talking about that, man.
No, I think Vildoza has to do something when he heals up. Has to.
Who?
Luka Vildoza.
Oh, he's gone.
No, I agree. I think they're gonna waive him after this. Which I think if we waive him, I'd be curious to see how much money we would have from that.
We'll have a whole roster spot, definitely $3 million, right? Something like that.
Get Theo Pinson back.
Oh my God!
That is my goal. Get him back.
We might as well get Frank back, man.
I would much rather have Theo over Frank any day of the week.
Oh God! Yo, Daha, put up the stitch in the player FM. I see.
I'm telling you, bro. For this Knicks team, what did Frank do? What did Frank do for the Chem? Oh my God!
Oh man. Well,
what did Theo
guys,
do?
this is where you can find all the audio podcast guys. All the different different platforms.
Doing me dirty. Oh man.
You got the hook. You got the Sandman hook just now.
But I guess, well, that's all I got for y'all right now, fellas. Grimes we got a young core. Trust the process.
Trust the Yoshimoto process.
Trust the process, man.
Oh yeah, I'm with you. I don't get people like Kevin on Twitter though with the Embiid thing to the next state.
Oh yeah, Kevin. Yeah, he does it on purpose, bro. I swear he doesn't. He'll say something, and he'll know like, yo, the state gonna see this message. I forgot what he said the other day. I said, yo, Kevin, you trying me, man? You trying me? Then
it's with the brother. I'm gonna block you, Pokemon card.
No. I think somebody said Alex Caruso can contribute to a championship contender more than RJ Barrett. And I think that set me off. No, what set me off with Kevin, he said Julius Randle would be a Knick longer than RJ Barrett. I didn't want to slander Randle, so I told him, yo, just shut your mouth.
Oh man,
yeah, Twitter's funny, man.
I'm telling you though, I would rather have Theo over Frank. I'm taking that to the grave.
But I'm out of here, fellas.
Yep.
Nick Nation, y'all know where to find us. Y'all know where to find Nick Community. Y'all know where to find Dog, my guy Dog. My guy Aiden, man. Salute to you. Salute to the chat. Paris Duggar, man. I appreciate you, man. You been coming to you're gonna have to pull up soon, man. You keep coming at me in the chat. But man, I appreciate
he's coming at all of us, man. Yeah, I think Aiden.
Now I got to rewatch the show for the chat, man.
I think Aiden got christened tonight, man. Everybody was snapping on you hard in the beginning. It was calling you, freaking what's the guy, Keanu Reeves Jr. and all that. Oh man.
Hey man, I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Yeah, that's love though. Once guys start giving you nicknames and joking around with you, that makes you certified, bro.
Yeah, exactly. I'm here for it. I love it.
Yeah, man.
All right, fellas. Nick Nation, I'm out of here. Salute to y'all, man.
Peace, Mr. State.
Adios,
Peace,
amigos.
Mr. Aiden. See you later, man.
Adios.
I apologize for any technical difficulties tonight, man, but a great podcast. Once again, tune into the Die Next podcast for more content. You out. 4 fingers to the forehead, tuck of the thumb. Salute. See you guys in the next one.